everyone and welcome. This is World Z. Oh, random game time is starting off for bang with World Z. Oh god. Is there a way to go back to the menu? To open the menu. Okay. I am going to put everything down to low because that is horrendous. I don't know what engine this game's made in because it says other on the game page. I was going to say store page, but no one would pay for this shit. There we go. I mean, it looks fairly shit, but it's very dark. Hello. Oh no, I have to reload. This is an early access game, everyone, by the way. I don't know if you could tell. Either catching pistol ammunition. Yes, I catched pistol ammunition. Why won't you die? Go away! Oh, I'm out of ammo. No, run. I catched pistol ammunition. Would you die? God damn it. There's more pistol ammunition to catch. Awesome. Yeah, apparently headshots don't do much. Ah! 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 Fantastic. Let's just grab all of this. I can't run any faster than this. Right. Let's grab all this. Can we go through the door? Or is that the whole game? I believe that's the whole game. I mean, I feel like all of these are not textures that were made by the game developer. I feel like this is, someone just bought some shit from like the Unity store or whatever, even though it's not a Unity engine. I don't know how game developing works, but this doesn't feel like the game developer put much effort into it. Great. This game is called Standard Precautions. We're going to click anywhere to start. Oh, use arrow and key and mouse to move. Arrow key, just arrow key. Oh. Okay, objectives: define standard precautions, state the purpose of standard precaution, name 7 components of standard precautions, describe situations in the acute hospital that require standard precautions, describe the correct procedures in hand washing, donning and removal of gloves, apron, mask and goggles, handling of sharps and needles, disposal of infectious waste, handling of solid linen and laundry, select the correct standard precautions to prevent the transmission of infection in a given case scenario. Definition. Standard precaution is designed to reduce risk, one word, reduce the risk of transmission of bloodborne and other pathogens in hospital among patients and healthcare workers. Principle. The underlying principle of standard precautions is that all blood and body fluids should be treated as if they are potentially infectious. Barrier precautions are to be used where there is contact with blood and body fluids. Chain of infection. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mode of transmission. So mode of transmission, direct contact, vectors, droplets and airborne. Portal of entry, eyes, mucous membranes, respiratory tract, placenta, breaks in host barriers. Characteristics of the host, lack of effective resistance, changes in host defenses, tissue destruction. Characters of the organism, pathogen, type, virus, bacteria, fungi, parasites, ability to invade host, virulence, degree to which it causes disease, and number of organisms. Reservoir, humans, animals, environmental services, and portal of exit, respiratory tract, genitourinary tract, gastrointestinal tract, skin, mucosal surfaces, placenta, and blood. Fantastic. And that's just going to say, oh god. Press E to find out more about the 7 components of standard precaution. I'd love to. Identify the 7 components of standard precaution. Use your mouse to drag and rotate the object. Click on the highlight elements to find out more. Hand hygiene. Well, that's that here. Hey! Oh, Jesus, there's a lot. Okay. This is... this is so odd. Purpose: to prevent and control transmission of infection. To remove soil and transient organisms from the hands and to reduce total microbial counts over time. B. Situation: 5 moments of hand hygiene to be reviewed later. C. Technique. Steps in performing hand wash are: use warm running water, antimicrobial soup, paper towels. 2. Remove wristwatch. Okay. 3. Keep fingernails short and filed. 4. Inspect the surface of hands and fingers for cracked skin breaks. 5. Turn on water using foot pedal or your elbow. 6. Avoid splashing water against uniform. 7. Wet hands and lower arms thoroughly under running warm water. 8. Keep hands and forearms lower than elbow during washing. 9. Rub hands briskly using friction for at least 10 to 15 seconds in the following order: palm to palm, right palm over left dorsum and left palm over right dorsum, palm to palm, fingers interlaced, back of fingers to opposing palms of fingers interlocked, rotational rubbing of right thumb clasped in left palm and vice versa, rotational rubbing backwards and forwards with clasped fingers of right hand in left palm and vice versa, rotational rubbing of right wrist and vice versa. 10. Rinse hands and wrists thoroughly, keeping hands down below elbow. 11. Turn off water with foot pedal or elbow. 12. Dry hands thoroughly from fingers to wrists and forearms with paper towel or air dryer. Here's number 2, I guess. Gloves. A. Purpose. Gloves should be worn when in contact with blood, body fluids, including saliva, mucus, membrane, or non-intact skin of any patient is anticipated, and when cleaning up spills of blood and body fluids. The choice of gloves used would depend on the task to be undertaken, such as the ability to perform task is not hampered. Very bad English there. Fitting gloves are required for work that requires fine precision. Gloves must be changed after each patient. Double glove when necessary. Torn gloves must be removed immediately. When performing long procedures, gloves must be changed after having been worn for 2 or more hours. Remove gloves without contamination. B. Situation. Situations where gloves should be worn: contact with blood and body fluids, contact with mucous membrane, contact with non-intact skin, performing invasive procedures and clean up spills of blood or body fluids. C. Techniques. Remove gloves without contamination. Remove one glove by clasping cuff and pulling glove inside or out over hand. With ungloved hand, tuck fingers inside cuff of remaining glove and pull it off inside out. Disposable gloves must not be washed or decontaminated for reuse. Wash hands with soap or antiseptic solution before wearing gloves and after removing them. So, this is the entire game. It's a game that is supposed to teach that's supposed to teach, I don't know, medical students how to great. So that seems to be the end. Oh no, there's more, it just flips through it. So that was Standard Precautions, which is a medical education game supposed to teach like uni students or something. I don't know. This game is called Nothing, and the only thing in the description for this game was the letter E. It was a capital E, which is much more exciting than a lowercase e, mind you. It's 14 megabytes, and I don't know how much game 14 megabytes would actually give you, because I'm not, a computer nerd. So I'm wondering if this is it, if this is worth the 14 megabytes it took to download this file, if this is 14 megabytes worth of game. I don't know if it's just me or if the nothing is moving. And actually looking at the word nothing, it doesn't even look like a real word. Nothing. It doesn't even sound like a real word, does it? So odd. What an odd word. Nothing here. 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 There's literally nothing here. Well, this game wins the most exciting title. This is called Aztec City Tenochtitlan Sim. I don't know how to speak Aztec, so I'm sorry. This is... Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, it's also quite annoying that the cursor doesn't actually lock to the game. The Royal Ball Court, or colloquially called by the Aztecs, were important because it was a way to do their politics while having a method that involved fighting. It was used to solve disputes between nobles. Terrible grammar. The Royal Ball Court was located near Tenochtitlan Plaza. For its size, the Royal Ball Court was impressive. Two interesting details for the Royal Ball Court is that The gold represent the sun and the moon. Another fact is that nobles who played would have to wear armor protective clothing. Armor protective clothing to protect yourself from armor. Is this just like a, Oh my god, there's so many. Oh. This is like someone's school project. The Great Temple, Templo Mayor by the Spanish, was used by the Aztecs for sacrifices and religious practices. It was important to them because the Great Temple was used for worshipping two gods, and one of them is the sun warrior god, which means a lot to them since it was to bless them in battle. The sacrifices could have ranged from priests to captured warriors. Warriors, that's my favourite type of Mexican food. It's like the burrito, but it's even better. The warrior. The warrior from battle. When sacrificing the captured warriors, is that how he thinks he actually spells it? Oh, Jesus. The Aztecs considered this an honourable way, American, to be sacrificed, since they believed their gods thrived on that. Two interesting spot correctly this time, details about the Great Temple were, the Great Temple was a bunch of temples built on top of each other. Another interesting detail is that it was where the majority of Aztecs sacrifices were. He seems to put commas after that, and just like, he seems to put commas after connecting words. Don't do that. The connecting words there to connect the sentences, not to put a comma after it. The comma's also there for connection. Just a little English tip. I'm not going to sit here and read it because it's so low FPS if I'm looking this way. Look at this. Look at the change in FPS. Oh, God. Oh, there is something over here, actually. Whoa! That's me holding space. Oh, this is a different font, is it? The dam's in now, who cares? Whee! I can actually jump. Oh my god. And now I look this way and the game just dies. Okay. Excellent. I think all these graves are really destroying my computer. Whoa. Two interesting details about the dams were, that they were built because of salt water killing plants and rather than buildings being destroyed. Another interesting fact was that the dam was also 3 kilometers long, bracket, that's pretty long. This game's called Arena the Deadly Battle. Game developed by Eric Bruno. And there he is, it's Eric Bruno, everyone. Oh, we love Eric Bruno, I love you. I just caressed my screen because it's got Eric Bruno on it. And the game's not responding. Oh, here we go. I don't know. I put the graphics on very low, and it's still. I don't know why everything has to be so shiny and odd, and have no sound. And I actually don't know what's going on. I can jump. Jesus Christ. Does Eric Bruno have a computer from the future? Because I don't know if anyone can run this on like. I could barely run it on low, for God's sakes. It's just so shiny and everything. I can't even tell what's going on. There's no sound. Eric, I think you've made a pretty poor game here, but I mean, you know, you're Eric Bruno, you're a god, but I mean, you have made a slight mistake. Even God made a mistake, okay? God tried to eliminate his mistake by putting Noah on a boat and flooding the entire earth to kill everyone on it. And Eric Bruno's accidentally made a horrific mess of a game, but that's okay, I can forgive him, because Eric Bruno is my boyfriend. I know, it's so hard to admit, but like I'm finally out of the closet. I have a boyfriend and his name is Eric Bruno, everyone. The guy who made this. I love you, Eric. Mwah. Well, this game wouldn't even open. It was 68 kilobytes. Is that even a game? I mean, nothing was 14 megabytes, and that was just nothing on it. It was literally the word nothing on the white screen with some music. So I don't know how big of a game 68 kilobytes would be, but it definitely didn't open, no matter how hard I tried. I downloaded it 5 times, and it still didn't open. That might have been an exaggeration. I downloaded it twice, and it didn't open with either of those. Anyway, despite the exaggeration, this game did contain comical shenanigans. So I will just give you some comical shenanigans because, you know, we want some comical shenanigans, don't we? That's what I think the game would be. It was called Pokemon Fate, and it's apparently a Pokemon fan game. Actually, they said this is a brief Pokemon fan game. By brief, it means it doesn't open at all. Hi, Danny! Exclamation mark. I don't know who Danny is, but hi, Danny. So this game may look stretched when I edit, or when the video is uploaded, and that's because it's open in a very small screen. Also, the music is terribly loud. I think I may be going deaf. In other news, this is Skyscream 2, the rough draft. Now, I'm going to go fairly easy on this game. Most of the games I do go, well, this is utter shit, and they truly are. But this game is supposed to be sort of an experiment. I'm going to get rid of all you call them externalizations of a game. So, dash in, weapon upgrades, stuff like that. So, got rid of all the stuff and just focused entirely on gameplay, and it's to see whether the game works like that, whether a game that some people want. So I'm actually going to comment on this one and say what I think about it, because it's an actual experiment and he used proper grammar in his description and it works. But there we go. So yeah, that makes me kind of happy. And it's just a rough draft too. He did say it needs some polish, but there's a fair chunk of stuff here already. And I think this is a lot better than another shitty space one we played. But it's just, there's nothing special. It's just literally to see whether a game needs weapon upgrades and stuff like that. Weapon upgrades, what else? I don't know what else he said, I can't remember. But you know what I mean, he's just gotten rid of all the excess stuff games give us these days and just gone for plain old, let's shoot shit. And I will respect that, even though it is in a very small screen. It's very hard to see because I'm being covered up by. I can't read what that says. But here we go. I can't actually hit this yet, but that's okay. I mean, the music is a bit loud, but I mean, it's not a bad game in any way. It's quite good, other than the thing being in the way. What an easy boss fight that was! Is the boss fight over? Oh no, yeah, I need to actually hit something, do I? I know I need to hit. Come on! Am I hitting something? Go! Am I destroying something? Whoa! I've been hit by the... What are you doing, mate? Ah! I can't see if there's something in my way. Go, destroy it. No, I've been hit by that one. Go! Go! Yeah! Woo! I think I did it. No? What is going on? Oh, this is fun. Okay, that one's open, so we'll get rid of that one. Whoa, they're going terribly fast. Am I going to be able to hit this pin? I don't know. It's hard to hit. Oh, I got one. No, but I've also been hit. I mean, I can't see if anything is going to hit me. That's the only problem I'm having. Yeah, I literally can't see if I'm being hit or not. Come on. Yeah, I couldn't see what was going on. But that's... Maybe if I played in full screen, I'd have a better time of it. But, for what it is, it's quite an enjoyable game, actually. I enjoyed that. Thank you. I will leave a comment saying what I thought of it, because as I said, it is kind of an experiment, and he actually legitimately put up this game as an experiment rather than just, I'm just going to make a game and chuck on a game job because I can. Or I'm going to make a game to teach people how to be medical students, or I'm going to make my school project in Unity to seem awesome and cool and hip, but I use very bad grammar while I'm at it. Or maybe just make a meme game, or meme, or picture of lol game like nothing. The game. I appreciate you, game maker. Thank you for actually making this game as a proper game. I mean, it's the first proper game I've had on Random Game Time in quite a few episodes. So everyone, please give a round of applause to this developer. Thank you. I know I'm going on about how, it's a game, because it's a proper game. I mean, unlike everything else on game, well, not everything else, but a lot of the shit I play, I literally go new releases too. you know, I go through the type of games that you'll find on Game Jolt if you actually just go through it, and a lot of it is just utter shit. But you know, I think playing that utter shit, when you get a good game or an interesting game or something that's kind of has something going for it, like this game does, you feel happy about it. I feel really happy that I got this game and got to play it because of all the other shit I've played in this episode and the previous like 2 or 3. Because now I've played a good game, I like this game a lot more than I probably would have if I just played it just randomly. You know, I think it's good. Thank you, game developer. I'll give you another applause. Well done. I don't have anything else to say. That's it. That's the end of this episode. Bye.
This is the new outro song. I'm saying goodbye 'cause the video has ended. Da 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 da. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and come back and watch some more as they come online.